Hello everyone, this is Ep112, and welcome to episode 112 of MCEternal, where today I'd like to do some stuff. So what do we got over here? We got that guy going on, right? What if we got just a generic crafter? Tier 3 should be sufficient, right? Bump that dude up to a 2 and then a 3. I like that plan. I'd like some to automate a little thing that we worked on last episode, right? So last time we got our oak wood tree bark, which 4 of them turns into an oak wood. So what I'm thinking is we want to automate this in such a way that we automatically get stuff to work the way we want it to. So what we should do is come over here. What do we got? Are you a thing? You're a thing. So you're doing 2 of 8 channels, right? Okay, I'm cool with that. Let's put you here with some cable, and what I'm going to say is an export and an import bus. Item, not fluid. Yeah, that should be cool. That should be cool. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. And we'll get some acceleration cards as well while we're waiting. Import bus. There you are. And you're going to go here, and here, and here. And you're going to export bus, and you're going to import bus. And what we're going to do is basically use this as an autocraft things into other things automation engine, right? So like this guy is just going to do that. Apply. And if we look at this now, it's going to be external. That's fine. There's no crafting thingy that goes along with it. So now when we do this, boom, easy peasy, right? And then we should throw a couple of you in here and a couple of you in there. And we're going to say, put this in the exporter. So now, ta-da! How cool is that? Easy and peasy. I think that's basically it. Done. Episode complete. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. No, I'm kidding. But this will, in the future, potentially do other things. We'll find out, right? But for now, we can export bus the oak scraps from the bee and do this thing, right? So that should be cool, right? So that's step 1 of today's plan, was to get the oak bee that we made last episode doing something useful for us. Now let's go back to our bees area, and let's go check on our little friend over here. Now, eventually, in theory, the ignoble stock will eventually die off. So it would be super cool if I could take my lumber bee here and get the lumber trait. That would be kind of cool. Did we have any more lumber? We do have another lumber bee. Cool. So a couple lumber drones. That was a student. So let's run them through this thing. Excuse me. And see how that goes, right? So a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And we will cross our fingers that you're going to give us something cool, right? Oh, labware. Sweet. Yeah, definitely need more of that. So what kind of good stuff do we get today from our bees? We got flowering slow, cave dwelling false, speed fast, tolerates rain, temperature, flowering, flowers, graduate. We already got species graduate, right? I'm pretty sure we got that one over here. Yeah, species graduate. So we don't need any of these. We were unlucky. We did not get what I would hoped we would have gotten, which would have been, you know, the bee trait of the species, but that's okay. So we'll let our lumber queen just chill here, doing a good career bee type thing. And let's look at some other career bee options, because I'd be curious just to see what other career bees are available. I know we got some cool ones that we can play with. For sure, I know there's a tick accelerator, and you guys know how much I love his tick accelerators, let me tell you. I don't know how good of a tick accelerator it is, but I'm kind of curious in checking that one out at the very least. All right, guys, so I've gone through the list of bees, and I've chosen the ones I want to check out. Cool. So the first one is the repair drone. That one is a combination of armorer and sharpening. The repair drone will repair items placed on a bee pedestal nearby. Sounds pretty cool. Interesting. And I can only assume that it's going to repair for free, which is always a good time. I want to see it. I want to see how it works. I want to see how fast it is. I'm just curious to see what happens. In addition to that, there is the chef drone. The chef is going to apply honey to any food item placed on there, which will give you a boost to the items. So I'm kind of curious, like, not that we're hurting for food, but I'm curious to see how that affects stuffed aubergine, right? Will we get, does it work on modded items? I don't know. We're going to find out. In addition to that is the temporal drone, which is the tick accelerating drone. This is the one that increases the speed of nearby machines. That's kind of cool. So basically a tick accelerator, but in an area of effect. Again, no idea how fast it is. Wow, you have a 1% chance of that breeding happening. Luckily, we have Gendustry. And then the energy drone will apparently, and that needs repair, by the way, so that's going to be useful, right? Energy drone induces an RF charge in blocks placed next to their housing. Now, granted, I have a fusion reactor generating 2.25 billion or million RF a tick. I would say that we are not hurting for power by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm still curious about the Energy Queen and see, like, all right, how much RF a tick do you produce? I'm just curious. I'd like to see. So we're going to ramp up on making some of these bees. So let's start with the repair drone, right? That one sounds cool. So armorer and sharpening. You need graduate and armorer is graduate and graduate. Okay, that's cool. So hello, monsters. Let's get some graduate. So we have graduate drone, so that's good news, right? And we have, and you're a purebred, I presume, right? Yeah, there's basically no chance you wouldn't be. We would need the graduate princess, right? So let's get a princess. Let's apply the graduate species to him. So what we're going to want is a genetic template. Okay, we're going to do this with species graduate. Cool. We no longer need you. Species speed fast. I don't need that for now. We're going to do graduate, and we're going to make the princess a graduate as well. And graduate plus graduate equals armorer, potentially. So let's bring him over to here, the advanced Mutatron, and hey, armorer queen. Nice. Sweet. That's neat. And now what do you do? Armorer plus graduate is sharpening, and armorer plus sharpening is repair. So we should probably run you through a few iterations over here. So you're happy? Yeah, you seem to be happy. He's a little bit slow on his lifespan, but that's okay. What we'll do is let him generate a few drones. Maybe if we're lucky, get the armorer species attribute, which would be kind of cool. And then what we'll do is combine him to get the repair drone. We need sharpening first. So that'll be graduate plus sharpening. So let's run any random drone, it really doesn't matter, through this graduate thing as well. And then what we'll do is we'll get a graduate drone, we'll combine it with the armorer princess that we have over there, and that'll be a good time. Cool. So that should be easy peasy. Nice, graduate drone. Hooray! And then you're gonna give me some more armorer drones. You're already a queen, so that's cool. Armorer drones. Give me a species card, would you? Temperature tolerance, cave dwelling again, flowering slow. Come on, RNG, you can do it. I believe in you. 2 more chances. 2 more chances. Never sleeps false, fertility 2. Just all around bad luck. If I wasn't worried about having the ignoble stock have an issue, I would probably run him through the thing that makes his lifespan shorter, so we can at least speed up the rate at which he dies. But, you know, it's all good. I'd really love humidity tolerance, species armorer. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There's your species armorer for future needs. Cool. So let's take automation upgrade out of this thing, and then we will let him die off. Well, I still have a lot of time in my bottle, so I'm not too worried. All right, so drones go into my good drone chest. Species armorer, you're going to combine with species graduate because we got that, and now we've got the sharpening queen. Beautiful. How cool is that? And assuming that we don't have, genetic waste. Wah, wah, wah. Happens sometimes, though. It does. It happens sometimes. So let's take our armorer drone. And what we'll do is we'll apply another graduate. So graduate plus armorer is sharpening, right? So we'll just get another princess. And we might have to go find more princesses out in the wild, right? So we'll apply graduate to this princess. And then we'll combine graduate and armorer to get sharpening again. And this time, hopefully, we don't get genetic waste. It's all RNG, so, you know, things happen sometimes. So how fast are you? You're also slow to die off, but that's okay. And we'll do the same thing again. I'd like to get the sharpening drone. So let me let a few iterations of this bee do its thing. Boop, boop. And we will come back in a minute after we get lucky with our RNG and get a species sharpening. Which, by the way, these guys, armorer and sharpening, what they do, armorer, I think, applies like some kind of extra protection to armor on a nearby thing, and sharpening applies some kind of sharpening effect. So let's try it out real quick, actually. Let's get a bee pedestal, which I'm assuming is from career bees. Flower pedestal. Okay. Ah, cool. Let's get a sword. I'm just gonna get any old sword, a diamond sword, vanilla diamond sword. So do you have a UI? You do not seem to have a UI. You can put items on and that's about it. Okay. And then let's do that. So apparently he sharpens swords. Sharpness effect? I don't know. I don't know what it does. If I look at the notes for the sharpening bee, sharpens weapons placed on nearby flower pedestals. So, curious though, right? Interested to see what it does. So 5 of these guys. Let's see. I was gonna do a quick cut for a minute here and come back, but since we're gonna check out the sharpening effect, let's see what it does. And then we'll see if we get lucky with slow, fertility, species sharpening. Perfect. Species sharpening. The rest can go to Junktown. Boop, 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 boop. And we'll take these guys and put them back over here because that's cool. So do you think he's like done? Let's take the automation upgrade out of here and let's take this off. What's a normal one? I mean, it does say career bee modifiers. When in hand, +5 attack damage. That's kind of cool. Is that the most it'll do? Can I put that like does? So it doesn't actually like do the enchant. It literally just does +5 damage. So I could put that on my ender, right? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Me or you? How much damage do you do? 15? Is that about right? I think that's about right. 15 is what? I think. I mean, it's almost nighttime, so we could just give it a minute. I want to kill a couple more mobs and see if I generally always hit with 15 damage. I'm curious to test this now. Like, since we've got the sharpening going on already, we might as well test it, yeah? I think there's mobs that spawn underneath these things, aren't there? I think I already broke the spawner on that to get to the chest. You have to break the spawner to get to the chest. It's going to be super nighttime, isn't it? Is this still a thing? Oh, good. I still have that equipped to my armor. That thing that I put on like 100 episodes ago and forgot about until this moment exactly. I'm assuming you guys have more than 15 health. Yeah, you're about 10 health. Woot. Mobs. Where are mobs? I would like some mobs to spawn sometime soon. Let's go. Anybody? There's one. So without jumping, just standing still, 17 damage on a skeleton, right? That's about what we're looking at. And an Enderman, I'm gonna do 17 as well. 17, I'm gonna call that enough of a test. So now let's sharpen this sword and see what's up. Cool. So I'm gonna put that on there. We're gonna tick accelerate this thing to death. We're going to put all this junk away that we don't need. Oh, it's nighttime. Boo. Can I have a light upgrade? This way you can run at night, and that would be cool. So what did that get me? +5 attack damage. Okay, went in hand. So, I mean, we left this thing on the pedestal for a while, right? And we didn't get any more than 5. So let's go out into the dark now and try and kill a mob. What is that thing? Why is there a new mob that I've never seen before? 20. It's doing more damage. What are you? Black dog from Bewitchment. Okay. Did he just disappear when I killed him? Wow, that is cool. I did not know that that would be in addition to. I like that quite a bit. 20, so +5 damage for sure. I'd like to see, wow, 23. Okay, I mean, that's, run away. I hate those things. Because they give you such a weakness ability, like you're weak for a really long time. So hey, sharpness is cool. Sharpness is super cool. All right, let's put away junk. That's all this junk. All the junk is junk. That is neat. That is neat. +5, and it's completely its own attribute. So it doesn't affect sharpness. It doesn't affect anything else. It's just here's 5 more damage on top of all other damage boosters. That's pretty cool. So since we have sharpening now, let's combine sharpening with. Do we have another? I'm gonna put you guys in here. Let's combine our sharpening princess with our armorer. Right, because we had armor, right? We had armor? I think we did. We got armor, didn't we? Yeah. So let's make another genetic template for armor. Armor. We're going to take out graduate. We're going to put in armorer. We're going to run a drone through it. Any drone, doesn't matter. Super duper doesn't matter. We'll make it faster. And then armorer plus sharpening will be repair drone. Or queen. That's cool. All right. Hooray! Repair queen. Do the thing. So you're happy. Let's put this thing on there, the golden heart. And let's see how fast you repair, huh? Oh. Does a little ping of particle effects. Look at that. So you're, let's F3H it. So you're at 39 of 250, right? Poof. You're at 40 of 250. Okay. So you just put it on there, and that's pretty neat. That is cool. So each little puff of particle effects equals a repair. Not too shabby. So you had one puff at least, right? And I mean, every time you see those little particle effects. Cool. And then that's 42. Yeah, makes sense. So I could F3H that. We can make this guy go a little bit better. Now I'm curious if it would go more quickly if we gave the queen, let's take automation, let's take light upgrade can stay and automation comes out. Okay, so here's another test, right? F3H that back. Let's turn you guys into fast. I'm gonna put one of you through the ringer. Let's get our fast only dude. Because these guys, we don't want them to die off quickly, right? So repair princess. And repair drone. You guys have the fast attribute now. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but we're going to find out. Cool though, right? Yeah, I'd be actually really curious to know if having a fast attribute affects the effect. I really think it probably only affects the production of like honeycomb, but because I don't think in normal forestry the attribute for fast, the speed attribute, affects anything, right? But hey, you're all equipped, so that's cool. Nice. All right, so all repaired. Neat. I mean, I like it. I think it's I you know, call me crazy, but I think that's pretty neat. And there's a lot of bees that do stuff like that. All right, so I want to look at the temporal drone, right? Wow, that's a lot. Quantum charming comes from 2 quantum stranges or a phantasmal and a mad scientist. The problem is quantum strange, you're like, oh, just get those. Well, that's either 2 quantum charming or a phantasmal and mad scientist. So phantasmal and mad scientist is totally where we need to get to. And I started going down the rabbit hole of phantasmal. Ender plus spectral. Ender comes from the end, so that's cool. Spectral comes from Ender and hermitic. Hermitic comes from monastic and secluded. Secluded comes from monastic and austere. Monastic, I guess, drops out of blocks, I guess. Monastic, I don't see any other monastic. Austere comes from modest and frugal. Frugal comes from modest and sinister. Sinister comes from modest and cultivated, and modest comes from drops. And that's just for the one line. If we want to look at mad scientist, I'm sure it's a little bit crazier. Science and engineer, that's all career BZ stuff. Phantasmal is straight up forestry, I believe, or, you know, something along those lines. So I started down the path, right? And by started, I mean, and we're going to try and, like, hold for pun, beeline to temporal. So I'm going to, like, do my best. The problem is I want to make sure that whatever we're doing, we're using pristine stock. So that sounds like a good time, right? So let's put these ignobles away. We definitely have a couple pristines, which is nice. So I'm going to do pristine princess, and we're going to start with the sinister drone, right? And that's going to be modest and cultivated. So what I'm going to do is just grab our buddy over here, cultivated drone. We're going to put you guys together, and that's going to give us a sinister queen. Sweet. And you're not... Yeah, there you go, Sinister Queen. Now, I'm pretty sure Sinister Queens, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the first ones we've encountered this with, needs nether flower types, and that's the end of the sentence. And it also needs a hellish environment. So, thinking about it, I think we need soul sand and nether wart for this, because as much as we can replace the trait, I don't know, we might be able to replace the trait on the queen. We might be able to, or we could just boop, boop, and nether warped, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do like that door that just fades away. That's super cool, right? I love fading. Super cool. And then you need a hellish environment, right? So if I put you in there, you're like, no, it's too cold and humid. I don't like any of this. Luckily, Gendustry has our back, as usual, and has a hell emulation upgrade. Which is just a lot of work and not a lot of fun. So how about some bronze gears? I'm not going to program it because really we're only going to need one of these, right? Do we not have the climate control module? And another one of you, please. Climate control module, hell emulation upgrade, should be pretty cool. Getting there. Blaze dust. I think that goes through like a processor, so I don't make it by hand. And then I think it was the blue one, the environmental doohickey. Hooray, hell emulation upgrade. So we put that in there, and it emulates hell, and now it's happy times. Oh, by the way, Sinister Bees attack you. Just, you know, so's you know. Good, there's no automation upgrade in there. So I want him to just die quickly. Because, I mean, they're mean. Their area of effect is, I harm you. And I'm just really hopeful that the fact that he's a pristine stock means that he won't ever genetically womp womp. And maybe we can just beeline to temporal. Boy, they live for a long time, don't they? Yes, sir, they do. We'll just wait for the particle effects to go away, and that's how we know he ain't there no more. All right, so that would be sinister and modest. Frugal is modest and sinister. So we're going to want to take one of those modest drones and combine it with the sinister princess that we get out of this, right? And we'll put our sinister drone in here. So you guys combine, and you're going to be frugal. Cool. And then, oh, not you, frugal. What flowers don't you like? Frugal, 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 frugal. Cacti, cacti flowers. Sorry, frugal, did not know. sand. And cactus. I was like, where'd my bee go? I forget that he stays in there. So in a minute, he should recognize that there's a cactus nearby and be okay. So we'll give him a few minutes. All right, bee finally decided he likes the cactus nearby and is getting to work. So frugal queen, gonna die off. We will put our frugal away. We will mutate frugal plus modest. Just think about how painful this would be to do without our advanced mutatron. It's kind of the best, right? And then you go in there, buddy. Too hot, so let's take you away. Too humid. You don't like the humidity, huh? Too humid. So I guess we're gonna want a drying gendistry, dude. Pollen scrubber, cooler upgrade, dryer upgrade. Okay. All right, so my understanding is we put our dryer upgrade in here and now he's happy. Oh, I guess that one blows stuff up. Yep, he's an explodey bee. Some of these bees have some pretty interesting attributes. All I'm gonna say. There's some pretty interesting attributes. I think that one only damages players. I don't think it actually causes any block explosions. Hopefully. Hopefully. Doesn't look like he's doing any explosions now. Only when a player was nearby, right? Yep. Only when there's a player nearby. Just checking. Just experimenting. Make sure to wear your armor, your explodey armor. Wow, that took a lot of durability out of my dark helmet there, didn't it? Okay, so there's your austere princess. Cool. All right, so that's getting close, right? Then we want to, so we got frugal done, we got austere, monastic. So secluded is austere plus monastic. And monastic drones claim to come out of modest hives or meadows hives. I don't think I see any. Well, let's do this. Let's pop over to the end. Because I know we're gonna need to pop into there. Let's bring our scoop to the end. Because we're gonna need, my goodness, it's dark. We're going to need some end beehives, right? So there should be some in here, by the way. Hey, there's one. And maybe we'll get lucky with a monastic, because we definitely need the ender bees anyway, right? Oh, that wasn't one. It did list end hives as the potential for a monastic, right? They can occasionally come. I mean, it just says block drops. I might have to look into that. Villager trades, monastic. So a forest plus emeralds equals monastic from an apiarist in a village. Maybe that's where they come from. That's absolutely possible. That very much could be a thing. Look at the baby Enderman. Hello, baby Enderman. How are you? Hope you're having a nice day. Let's pop over to a village and see if we can find an apiarist. And maybe he would wish to trade a monastic bee for me. Would be nice, right? So let's put you guys away for the time being, along with let's pop over to a village. So we're gonna want some emeralds and a forest bee, it said, right? Wasn't that what it is? Monastic princess you get for nothing, right? But monastic drone you get either from dungeon chests, potentially, or you can totally trade it with an apiarist. So I guess we head over to a village and hope that we're lucky. Yeah? Is it nighttime-ish? Let's sleep. I do like the night vision, so you have to ask. Is it nighttime? I don't know. I can't tell. I got night vision goggles on. Pretty sure there's a village in this general direction. And I might need to visit a couple villages before we find an apiarist, and I might need to visit a couple villages before we find an apiarist who's willing to trade for a monastic bee. So, all right, if I'm not mistaken, there's some kind of village in this general direction over here-ish. Yeah, hey, there we go. Village. Hello, village. So I'd love an apiarist. Now, this is the pet store. Anybody look like an apiarist? Pet shop owner. A plague doctor. I am the cure! This is the one that got a little bit attacked by a dragon. Like, a little bit attacked by a dragon. There was a small, minor dragon attack that went on here. It wasn't a big deal. Oh, we have a lot of garbage piles out here. Vampire hunters. That's cool. Oh yeah, look at that. All vampire-y type stuff in that house. Good TARDIS hat. I like your TARDIS hat. 10 out of 10 headwear right there. Yeah. See all the things? See all the burnt terrain, the ash? That's courtesy of our buddies. The dragon. There's even some stuff on fire still. Actually, additions. House. Cake, but more ash. Definitely indicative of a dragon attack that happened here at some time. Even some items laying on the ground for who knows how long those items have been laying here in these unloaded chunks. Alright, so I'm not seeing an apiarist, unfortunately. Not jumping out at me. Traveling merchants, that's cool. It's a decent-sized village, to be fair. It was just heavily attacked by... Oh, look, another one of these thingies. A waystone that's not active, by the way. I think there are a couple village waystones active, though. Maybe we could activate that and go find another village. Let's do that. Where does this place lead to? Oh, hello. Another village. Hooray! This one far less on fire. So that looks like an immersive engineering house, I believe. I'm looking for anything with beehives in the back, and that might indicate an apiarist's house. More plague doctors. That's just like a regular World Gen beehive, though it's weird that it's a modest one, because usually they don't spawn in... I guess Savannah is where you get modest. I learned. Okay, I'll put this junk in here along with the contaminated food and whatnot. So rat stuff. Who are you? Some kind of alchemist? Jam guy? What's up, Jam guy? Neutral village. Oh, look at that. An engineer. Sweet. Somebody likes living underwater. That's an interesting choice. I won't judge them for it. This place does not seem to have an apiarist, unless I missed it somewhere. Definitely does not have an apiarist. All right, then let's take that little traveling doohickey-ishness back. That's another vampire hunter place. Where were we? Where did we come in from here? Where's the waystone? Did I miss it? I mean, in fairness, I could just do that and then waystone again. So that was that one. Let's check out this place. This place also does not look on fire, so that's a good sign. I think this is not the village that we just learned about. Another one of these places, the pet stores, which are cool, by the way. I like the pet store. And lots of rats-related things. I might have to do some world exploration, and I'll probably just do it between episodes if I don't find... Hey, that looks like an apiarist. It is. I should, you know what I should do? I'm gonna be right back. Beep, beep, boop. Let's go back to that place, because that is 100% an apiarist. Was it this one? No, it was this one. Hello, sir. You're also an apiarist, potentially the same one. Nope, definitely a different one. So I'm just gonna borrow you for a minute. Thanks. We totally had another apiarist here too, but also not trading what I want to trade. Hello, sir, Jam guy. Weaponsmith. Just looking for any more apiarists in case. Because there was 2 in this village, so that means there could be more. Yeah, that guy's cool looking. Let's see. Head Witch. Kind of cool. I like that world gen. Some totem poles from Totemic. Did we do Totemic yet? We did, right? Yeah, I think we did. A sage. A druid. That's cool. Alright, so what trades did I get from you, perchance? You want to do wheat, carrots, and potatoes. I have all of those. So we can bring him home and, like, do a little bit of trading. Wheat, carrots, and potatoes. And maybe you'll be nice enough to... Yeah, give me new trades. Emeralds for bee smokers. Apiary. Modest drone, that's what we want, right? No, we want monastic drone. That's not what we want. I don't want modest. I want monastic. Ugh. Killing me, Smalls. Why do you sound like I'm hurting you when I do that? Any bee for an emerald. Emeralds for some frames. Alright, give me the... There you go. So just to be sure that was modest, we want monastic. There we go! Any princess and 46 emeralds. That's what we want, though. That's awesome. So let's take a modest princess. Oh, you'll even give me an ender drone. So modest princess and a bunch of emeralds. You said any princess, Chief. Wasn't he cycling a minute ago? I feel like he was. We only have a forest drone. Wasn't he, like, moving before? Yeah, see? Forest princess. Suspicion. Let me do this. Boop. Put these guys away. If I could get a quickie forest princess. You know what? Let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time and get this done. For now, Dog20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.